Hello and welcome back to SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 Road to WrestleMania with Chris Jericho. And everybody hates Chris. Okay, it's probably some conversation here.
No
so
more of this, Santino.
Here
no
we go.
more of this cowardly, just barely not losing. I'm not in WWE to not lose. I compete to win. I dumped you for a reason, remember?
Please don't do this, Heartsweet. Santino is sorry. Come back. We could be the biggest tag teamers of all the times.
Get it through your head, Santino. Whether it says so on your scorecard or not, you're a loser.
Yeah.
She will be back, and I will continue my not losing ways.
Ugh. What's Kofi doing? Just punching the air? Oh yeah? That it? What about you, Batista? Oh yeah? You guys gonna like jump me in a minute or something? Like what's... I'm gonna go see Mr. McMahon and then like I'm gonna get jumped. There is actually something I need to do backstage on week 8. So I gotta look for that real quick. I don't imagine it's gonna be just sat around in this general vicinity, but you never know, so gotta have a look. Gotta find that bonus match. Man, it is getting so hot in here right now. But then again, it's the same thing it always is when I record. I have to close all the windows. I have the fan on, but the fan is on the other side of the room. Kobe?
Get lost.
So I literally watched you walk in here, so I had a feeling you didn't have anything to say. I think what I've learned is if you see them walking around, they probably don't have anything to actually say. It's only the people that aren't moving. What about the Divas table? No, okay. Maybe I have to go... Oh, no, here we go. What's up, Maurice?
Ugh, that little... He squirted me.
Excuse me?
Hornswoggle?
That's fair.
He squirted me with a squirt gun. I'm going to get him. Have you seen him?
Look, Maurice, I'm much too important to concern myself with little trolls. But you have fun.
Okay, I believe I've already read where he is, thankfully. Save some time. And there he is. Do I have to...
Well, look, there's a creature hiding behind the trainer's table. That's not quite preventative medicine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave before this gets any stranger.
I was hoping he'd just keep going. Like, non-stop, just laughing. There you go, Maurice.
Did you find him? Did you find that evil leprechaun?
I found Hornswoggle. He's in the trainer's room performing brain surgery on himself.
Well, he's in the right spot. Because when I'm done with him, he's going to need a doctor. And then, maybe I can finally start concentrating on my match tonight.
You go do that thing you're gonna do then. And you're welcome.
Okay. I think I did it.
Mr. McMahon,
Just cut to the chase, Chris. Why did you do it?
Do what, Mr. McMahon?
Don't play dumb with me. You stole the WWE Championship. Behind the champion's back. During a live televised match.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, Mr. McMahon, I took the WWE Championship because, well, I think I deserve it. Triple H wouldn't give me a title shot. He's scared of me. What kind of champion is that?
The kind we recognize as WWE Champion. Unlike you, who acted like a common thief. Now, if you don't mind, give me the championship right now. Otherwise, you're going to be fired.
Listen, sir, I know you're a savvy businessman. I'm a valuable talent, but I see your position here. I will gladly return the championship to you. I just ask for the match I deserve at Elimination Chamber. How big would that be? pay-per-view numbers would go through the roof.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Jericho. I'll go along with this. For now.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
And it will be a...
And you're welcome to a match tonight. Something to get you in the championship mood. Something, as you say, to make ratings go through the roof. You're excused.
Oh boy. I can't wait to make ratings go through the roof. That's my #1 priority as a WWE superstar. Hello, Maurice. I think I have to talk to her some more.
Just go away.
I guess I don't! Now do you guys talk? What the fuck? You're just here looking pissed off? Oh. I should have looked at this board. I normally do. Now I get it. Oh, this is the bonus match. Yeah, I didn't realize it would happen on Raw.
Introducing first, from Buffalo, New York, Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon.
Woo. Boy, they could not have made the crowd more dead, could they? No, well, there you go. They love it when she gets up on the side of the ring. Weird noise they just heard. Like, that was in game for sure. It went like when she like came off the corner. That was weird. Pourquoi?
And her opponent, from Montreal, Quebec, Maurice.
What an amazing entrance. I just think Maurice is a pretty good wrestler from where I am. One of my biggest regrets in the universe was that I never really gave Maurice much of a push. I never really got a chance. She wasn't around for long enough. I can't remember if she was in 12. I think she was in 12. But you know, you can't push everyone. It is literally impossible to push everyone. Challenge match, Diva match. So yeah, this is probably one of the strangest challenge matches because it has absolutely nothing to do with Chris Jericho. But I mean, I respect it. It's nice, you know. It's different. A little bit rough because they've made me play as Maurice against Beth Phoenix. But it should be fine, right? Like, I can't imagine it being too bad. Just going to be a little more challenging than usual. That's not me smack talking Maurice for any Maurice fans out there. That's me saying that Beth Phoenix is kind of a big challenge. I don't know if she would have been, but she's, in my mind, she'd definitely be one of the highest rated divas in the game. But yeah, I don't actually know if she is or not. I know that's what I'd do.
And that series ends in deadlock. Neither one of these superstars can afford to give their opponent the upper hand. What an amazingly gifted maneuver.
Well, I have nothing to really say about this match because this doesn't actually contribute anything to this story. I mean, I guess we've kind of been following along with this little side story to do with these two women. They've definitely had an exchange of words from time to time. I feel like maybe more in other people's stories, I think. Pretty sure Beth Phoenix has been mostly talking to Santino in this story mode. I think we've overheard them smack talking each other in other people's stories. Kind of crazy that we're up to Elimination Chamber by the end of this episode at the very least, because this one's both felt like it's taken really long and not. I think it's probably just because I had a big break in between the last few episodes, and I'll have to have another one before I finish this, because I'm not finishing this today. I've already done my first episode, and work for the next few days, so I won't be recording over the next few days either. So, kind of interesting how long this one's taken, I feel. I had a feeling this one was going to go by nice and quick, but it kind of hasn't. But I mean, I've only sat down to record it twice, and I'm already on week 8. And so far, there's not actually been a branch in the story. From what I read online, there isn't one. But I now don't believe that, because I've gone to the time machine and seen that there is one. So I'm curious what that actually is.
And Maurice counters it.
Boy, she is just putting up a fight. Oh man!
A great reversal there by the Glamazon.
I don't even know if we're going to be able to do a finisher on Phoenix, you know?
What does Maurice need to do at this
Maurice.
I'm not sure there's anything she can do. They were very well matched going into this one. All she can hope for is that her opponent slips up, and then she needs to capitalize.
That connection. So awkward. Fuck that.
Rolling out of harm's way. Smart strategy there.
You start calling. Running grapple.
Watch out here.
Crushing damage directly delivered to the back.
Now, where's all these whistles when the men taunt, huh? Very disrespectful. Actually, to be fair, I have heard those whistles when Randy taunted, I think. Rawr. This match feels like it's going like really slow. I think it's because Maurice's momentum just doesn't build as fast as Jericho's or Cena's or anyone that got a road to WrestleMania, really. And obviously it's one of those where like obviously it doesn't just stop at the fact that it doesn't rise quick, because that means that it falls quick too. Or that you'll feel the length of it when it falls, I should say. Because getting it back up is going to take forever, which is totally what she said. I mean, I've done enough damage that she's starting to sell like an injury, so I must be doing okay. Maybe I just don't need to do a finisher. Because that's the thing, is like I haven't actually tried to win this yet. I've been waiting for when I got a finisher. But I don't think I'm gonna get one, because Maurice isn't very strong. And Phoenix just keeps reversing. And I have a bad feeling if Phoenix tries to pin me, I've lost. So I'm gonna try pinning her off of a slap. Oh cool, her arm just flung out under the rope, that's awesome. There we go.
1, 2.
Oh my god, would you please stop reversing everything? I feel like I'm fighting a backstage brawl right now. Enough. Please. Enough. Enough! Here we go. This is the end of the match. No? Okay.
Oh, look out! Ooh, that did it!
Pin off of this. Oh no. That wouldn't win a match. Oh my god, would you stop reversing everything? Jesus. Is this a backstage brawl? Is this a handicap match right now? I mean, I guess it might as well be. Told you this was a mismatch.
She's heading back up. Fist drop.
No, 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 no. Use the thing. Why can't I use the thing? Okay, no. Even if she kicks out, it stalls. Good. Get out of the ring. Be a cheating motherfucker.
Beth Phoenix reminding the WWE Universe of her dominance.
She put her hands on her hips and nodded her head. Chill out. I'm done with this match. Is this her only taunt? Oh my god, it is. I can't even taunt spam. And I can't even go for a generic submission win either, because Phoenix will reverse that too. Oh my god, they did not make this match fair at all. Well, that's not gonna get the job done, is it?
There's the submission. She might have no choice but to tap.
What?
Would you look at this? Can you believe it? This is an undying
She's a signature
will to
again?
succeed.
Holy shit! Tap.
And she slaps
Please
on
just
the
tap.
submission. Will this be it?
Please.
And once more, refusing to let
Why
go.
do you keep powering out of everything? It's almost like you're Beth Phoenix and I'm Maurice.
Beth Phoenix has the headlock.
No.
The force,
No.
My God.
Oh, fucking shit.
Fisherman's Buster.
No. Not like this.
Look at
I
that.
did not expect this
I don't
to
think
be one of the
Maurice
toughest
has any
challenge
respect for
matches.
anybody.
It's so annoying that she only has one taunt. It feels really
There's
disrespectful.
the submission. She might have no choice but to tap.
Yeah, that's how you end a match.
But I wish that match could have
That's the one. Whew, that was scarily hard.
Maurice.
Pourquoi? This definitely feels like Maurice's victory animation, and not just a generic diva one. Oh yes. I wonder if any diva has their own victory in this game. Maybe Beth, if I had to guess. Pourquoi? Alright, that's enough. I am done watching that. There is Christian. This is not Christian's Road to WrestleMania, let me remind you. Oh no, I now have to do a 1-on-3 handicap match, I've just realized. I have one more challenge match left, right? Yeah. It's on week 11, I think it says. So I'm saving that. I am not doing that again. And now I have a 1-on-3 handicap match. So speaking of things I don't want to do again, I already don't ever want to play this 1-on-3 handicap match again. But that's happening anyway. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, really?
Following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, From Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Pardon me while I vent for a second here. I'm not going to make too big of a thing about this. It's just, this is something that has bugged me for such a long time on YouTube. I just got a comment on a W13 Universe episode where someone's asked me if the Royal Rumble in Universe is going to be a 40-man or a 30-man. And earlier on I announced that it was going to be a 40-man. Oh, it's a gauntlet! Oh, that's better. It's not preferable, but it's better than 1 on 3. But I initially announced that it was going to be a 40-man. And by the way, the person that commented this, I'm not like calling you out or anything. It's just this happens from time to time, and obviously it's going to be a pet peeve of mine. I think I'm allowed to have this peeve. But yeah, so initially I announced it was going to be a 40-man, and then as I closed out the 2011 year in that universe, I released a bunch of people, because there's loads of people that aren't in 14 from 13, and rather than having a bunch of fucking annoying comments for the rest of the season going, this guy's not gonna be in the next game, I thought I'd just get rid of them all so that people could stop fucking making those comments, because they're genuinely just annoying.
That was an absolute
I then had to announce on the first episode of like 2012 in that season that
Jericho has the headline.
I changed the Rumble for 30-man. It's literally like right at the beginning of the first episode that's marked as like 2012 in that universe season. I remember it was like one of the first things I said at the start of that year was like, oh, do the roster cuts, the Rumble will now be a 30-man Royal Rumble. And an episode that's just gone up with Hasbro Go, is it going to be a 40-man or a 30? I'm confused. And it's like, just listen to what I say in the video, man. If I say it's 30-man, probably because it's 30-man. If I say it's 40-man, probably because it's 40-man.
I've got a feeling that Soup's gonna be.
This could do it.
I don't think it's that confusing.
2, 3.
And there's an elimination.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the continued support. I don't want to sound like an ingrate or anything. I think I'm also allowed to find things a little annoying from time to time. And there is nothing more infuriating as a content creator than being asked questions that were already answered in the video. I think is more what I'm getting at. I think that's always just going to be something. It's a little like it's a little bit like there was a universe episode that I did, WrestleMania. It was the second WrestleMania, and it was like a 4-hour episode. It took like 11 hours to render. It took like 3 hours to upload. I think it's like a 2 hour, 3 hour, something like that video. I can't remember how long it is now, but I might even be getting the hours in length, something like that, wrong. But yeah, it was a long ass video with like a lot of work and stuff going to it. And one of the main events involved like Undertaker. I can't remember the full extent of the comment, but the video had been up for 30 minutes. Undertaker's match was the, I think, second to last, which means that it was like 2-3 hours into the video. And I got a comment about the result of Undertaker's match in the first 30 minutes. And like, okay, maybe you just weirdly want to watch the show out of order. I guess if that's how you want to do it, it's fine. But it was a full-blown spoiler, and it was a complaint, and it was a complaint about the outcome of a match that was hours into this hours-long video, 30 minutes after it went up. And I remember just looking at it and being like, why do you even care about the outcome of these matches? You clearly aren't even watching them. And like, you know, it's a lot of time and effort to put in. Obviously, I don't expect everyone to sit through the whole fucking show. If there's a mid-card match or 5 mid-card matches that you don't care about, if you only care about the Divas matches or the main events or whatever, you know, there's all types of different wrestling fans. I get it. Not everyone wants to watch the whole Universe episode. The whole shows aren't for everybody.
Jericho has the headlock.
It's a pretty cool dual chat to hear. But I just remember getting that comment, just being like, man, could you just watch like a little more? And could you like have consideration that it's been up for 30 minutes? Maybe don't put a spoiler in right away. Yeah, that's what I mean, is like, again, you know, I appreciate the support. Sometimes there are certain things that, like, I think it all calls back to just, I just wish I felt a little more listened to sometimes. But I think every content creator gets that. I've seen people get asked repeatedly something they've already answered. I've seen that become a pretty big thing. For the most part, you know. That's not how it goes anyway. So I should shut the fuck up. Whoop.
What a leap! What a kick that was. Oh no! Jericho into the headlock. Batista's in trouble.
Batista's in a little more in trouble. He's getting his ass handed to him.
I mean, this guy loves to be despised.
Oh man, don't do that. Why did I like lose momentum there? I saw that. Like, nothing had happened and it just like shot down a little.
Jericho's trying. Jericho's looking to put him in the
Jericho's trying. The wording there just seemed a little silly.
The walls of Jericho. The ref begins the count, but he continues to apply the pressure.
No. That was really close. Hey, Batista. Oh, you.
Oh, look at this. I mean, it looks like a car.
Someone watched Maurice versus Beth Phoenix from earlier.
Jericho. Codebreaker. Jericho hits the codebreaker. Chris Jericho, so smug and arrogant.
You know, Jericho's a guy that doesn't think the sun's at the center of the solar system. He thinks he is.
Fucking referees, always getting in the way of the action. Can't let anybody have their moment. Why am I targeting the ref?
Jericho controlling the arm.
I did not ask to target the ref.
Oh, look at this.
So why do I have to beat Batista? That's lame.
That'll do some
Should
damage.
embrace Batista.
A perfect drop kick.
Should become Batista. I don't think there's enough
Jericho
Batista in these games.
This might be big.
Might be. Not is.
He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Shoulders down.
This should be it.
Batista somehow, with guts and heart, was able to kick out.
Whoa.
Would you look at that disgusting smirk on the face of Jericho?
It's fucking sickening, isn't it? The way he's fighting this match perfectly legally and feeling good about it. I fucking hate that.
Jericho going to the walls again. The walls
Absolute garbage.
It's the walls of Jericho.
Well, it looks like he's
Not for
really
long.
focusing in on that back.
He's gonna get out of the ring again, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna go in for the offense. Bad move. Bad move, Big Dave. Sorry, buddy. Had to do it to you.
And this has got to be it. 1, 2, 3.
I like that Batista was a challenge compared to the other two. I think that's a smart move. Very good. Very respectful. Really showed who the GOAT in that match was. Batista. Definitely not speaking out of bias.
Giving him some huge momentum heading into Elimination Chamber.
Jericho can have the thrill of victory
I
tonight.
think Batista was talking for a second there. I was like, the fuck?
Agony of defeat coming for him at
I thought
Elimination
Triple H was there.
I notice he's not even making eye contact with you, Triple H.
Yeah, he's just doing the same animation he does every time.
Jericho's last stand.
Jeez. It's like he's not even human. Elimination Chamber. Imagine, right? Here's a crazy thought. Imagine in the WrestleMania, an Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, right? Hear me out, right? An Elimination Chamber pay-per-view where you played an Elimination Chamber match. Fuck, man. What a stupid idea that would be, am I right, guys? Awful. Just awful.
Welcome to WWE Elimination Chamber, live from St. Louis. After months of begging, pleading, and ultimately larceny, Chris Jericho finally gets what he wanted tonight. A shot at Triple H's WWE Championship.
For Jericho, it's put up or shut up time tonight, Cole. This is his last opportunity. If he loses again, he won't be getting another opportunity.
After what he pulled a few weeks ago, Jericho should be grateful that he's even employed. Can Triple H retain his title? Or will we be crowning a new WWE Champion tonight?
I'll tell you what we will be doing tonight. I'll tell you what we will be doing tonight. Give me a second. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that in video. Last time I did Superstar Threads, I got copyright claims in the video for the menu music, the like generic menu music that's in this game. So, nah, I'm not going to do that, actually. Changed my mind. What's up, Jack?
It should be a great WWE Championship match tonight.
I agree.
Huh, Chris?
Jack, I didn't know you had good enough taste to be a fan of my matches.
Chris, you're not the exciting part. I am.
I thought you went to college.
Oh, we are getting a
That
chamber
make any
match.
sense.
You'll be even more confused when I walk out of here tonight with the WWE Championship because I've been given a spot in your title match.
Oh, is it actually going to be a chamber match? Was I shitting on it and then it was actually like, no, dummy, you just have to wait. Here's your chamber match. I have a funny feeling this is going to be an Elimination Chamber match now. Well, I'll squeeze this one extra match in because I want to finish off on the chamber. I feel like it's a good finishing point, you know. You going to be in it too?
What are you doing in here, Jericho? You're stinking up the place with failure.
Well, look at the mouth on you, parasite. Show some respect. I was at the top of this industry while you were still figuring out which side of the skateboard to ride.
Well, what have you done lately? I just won the SmackDown Elimination Chamber.
Oh, okay.
If you want my respect, you go out there and pull out a win.
I really
You
want
can't
your
do that.
respect.
You're just another has-been in my book.
You know, when I remember CM Punk and Chris Jericho were in the company at the same time, I think to myself, man, what a great rivalry those two could have had if they ever feuded. And then I remember that they did feud at WrestleMania 28. And that one was uncomfortable. As a straight edge person, that one made me very uncomfortable. Hit way too close to home, way too many times. Did not like that feud at all. But the matches were good. Hey there, Big Show. You're looking pretty sad. What's the matter? Oh,
I'm glad
okay,
you're
not
having such a
sad.
good time, seeing as you're just a spectator tonight. What's so
He's
funny?
in the chamber match too.
What isn't funny, Chris? A few weeks ago, you screwed me out of my WWE title shot. Now I get the chance to ruin yours.
What do you mean?
Chris, you really are as stupid as you look. I guess Mr. McMahon hasn't told you yet. You may have a title match tonight, but so do I. Yours.
What? Mr. McMahon can't do this.
He can, and he just did. I'll see you in the ring, Jericho.
Imagine if they did actually put an entire chamber match on pay-per-view with no build. They were like, ah yeah, by the way, welcome to the Elimination Chamber. By the way, this advertised one-on-one match is now a six-man match. Enjoy.
Get out of my
Okie
face.
dokie. I figured maybe you'd have more gloating like everybody else, but I guess not. I want to hear everybody else gloat. I want to know who else is going to be gloating. So we've got Triple H, Jericho, Big Show, Swagger. We've got 2 more people that are going to tell me they're in the chamber match. I'm going to get Shelton Benjamin and Mike Knox. Right? Those would be the guys, right? Mickey James. Now she's going to be in it.
Did you get lost already?
Yeah, that's how she lets me know she's going to be in it. Hi, Randy. You're going to be in it for sure.
Get out of my way, Jericho.
What are you in such a rush about, Randy?
I guess Mr. McMahon needed a little more pop for the show, so he put me in the main event. I'm surprised you didn't know already. Something about a punishment fit for a thief. I should be thanking you. After that stunt you pulled, the match for the WWE Championship is now an Elimination Chamber match.
Elimination Chamber?
See you out there, Jericho. I'll make sure to eliminate you first.
The other guy's Cena. That's weird that he's not backstage. I mean, maybe he isn't, I just couldn't find him. But weird that I couldn't find him. I feel like with everybody else, you might as well have had Cena too, right? So you could be like, oh, if it isn't Jericho. Oh, you're a stupid dumb bitch. I hate you. That's what John Cena would say, right? Well, well, well. If it isn't Chris Jericho, you're a stupid, ugly bitch, and I hate your face. You're more uglier than Sheamus, ha! Jerry Lawler just morphs from John Cena. Starts shitting on Sheamus. Of course Jericho would be one of the first people there.
I was surprised when I found out tonight it would be an Elimination Chamber match, but I can only imagine how shocked Jericho was.
The Viper.
The Viper.
What impact?
Now, where would we be without that line, right? Lost. Hopeless.
What a punch! Oh, look at this! DDT!
Well, this should be fun. A good old-fashioned chamber match. Long. It's going to be long, but it should be fun. Pretty much have to win this. There would be no other alternative ending here. Imagine if they had 4 different stories, 5 different stories, 6 different stories. kind of didn't realize the fact that obviously Jericho winning would also be a different story there.
Jericho's trying.
The next out
Oh, I ain't just trying.
American Jack Swagger.
Don't break it up.
Is a very dangerous competitor with
You know how dumb the AI can be in these chamber
the
matches.
All-American American with a genetic disposition to succeed in this contest.
The fuck?
Oh!
Hey, Randy. Hey, Randy. Hey, oh. So lame. Gee, I wonder if the next guy in is going to be Big Show, and then John Cena, and then Triple H last. If only there was a way to tell. If only these Elimination Chambers didn't have such random entries, you know?
Jericho.
Who will be in next? Oh my god! How did I know it would be Big Show? Well, it definitely won't be John Cena next, that's for sure. Don't worry, guys. I can't be right twice in a row. Impossible.
Orton goes behind. Jericho's got the legs, and now fighting to turn him again. And there it is, back into the walls of Jericho.
Go on, Orton. Tap out. That's twice you've been locked in it. There's no way you're going to escape it twice. No way. What are you, Randy Orton?
Elbow drop.
Guess you are.
He almost took
Who
his
knew?
head off with that lariat.
More like Arcade Pro, am I right?
This is it.
What a team.
Codebreaker. Double knees to the skull. Jack Swagger controlling the waist. Will it be? 2, 3. There goes
Man, I think I would have lost my shit if he still kicked out.
John Cena with fire in his eyes.
Wow, I can't believe that I managed to predict that John Cena would be next in the Elimination Chamber. Well, I'll tell you one thing, right? Triple H definitely... Sorry, my voice is dying. Triple H definitely won't be the next guy in. At least we can all agree on that.
Has the headlock.
Why is my voice dying? That's weird.
Jericho has already taken some damage, but it's going to be
Maybe I have COVID, am I right, guys? That's
I don't know how Jericho can hope to win this match. He hits the Russian leg sweep.
And Swagger blocks it. And that one hurt his hand.
Really gonna do
right
this?
to the shin with the knee.
I like Swagger being in the chamber. It makes me feel safe.
Oh, what a missile drop kick.
How just
Jack Swagger. The final one to emerge is
wow.
the game.
I cannot believe my eyes.
The Chamber is WWE champion. Jericho going for the
Welcome
walls
to the
again.
chamber,
The walls of
Triple
Jericho
H.
locked in.
Triple H.
Welcome to the chamber, champ.
Any time here.
It's the walls of Jericho.
Hey, man, he just used him like a doormat. And that one hurt his hand.
Jericho. Codebreaker.
We're not
Jericho
playing
hits
with
the
kid
codebreaker.
gloves, that's for sure. That's what JR
A
would
quick
say.
cover. 2, 3.
And the guy with the shortest run in the chamber, the guy that I've been feuding with this whole time.
Nice reversal. A great reversal by Cena.
I can't wait to eliminate every single person from this match.
Right on the shoulder.
It's gonna be epic.
Oh, mama! He's putting those educated feet to good use.
Jericho's got the
Educated
leg,
feet,
and now
man.
fighting to turn him again. And there it is, back into the walls of Jericho.
Yep,
Behind it, it's the walls of Jericho.
it sure is.
Cena controlling the head. The force, my God.
Someone's gonna tap out and lose, right?
Would you look at
Eventually.
this? Fighting and clawing with every fiber of his big...
Jericho. Codebreaker.
That's
Jericho
definitely
with
not going to be enough to put away Cena if I had to guess.
Jericho
He'll be
going
the
for
first to
cover.
kick out.
Jack Swagger
Never mind.
squeezing down on the head.
Come on, Jack. Let's work together. You and me.
And there's the double team.
You hear how his leg connected?
No,
Man,
Jack. We're
What a fierce
friends.
kick.
Alright, fine. I'll roll you
Here's the
up.
pin. Title on the line.
The next out is the
Ah.
All-American American.
Jericho going for the walls again. The walls of Jericho locked in.
Well, this is it. WWE Champion time.
It's the walls of Jericho.
Big Show's going to be the one to tap out. You know, unless he doesn't. Which he won't. Of course.
What strength. Fighting his way out.
That's okay. Here's some knees in your face.
Jericho. Wham, what a code breaker.
Wham. Like how dead the crowd is for an Elimination Chamber match. They don't give a fuck.
3. Jericho wins the championship.
Quite decisively, too, I'd say. I mean, literally eliminated everyone, including the champion, in like a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new
You gonna say I'm the
WWE
fake champion now?
After countless failed attempts, not to mention felonious activities.
Oh yeah, let's focus on those
Jericho
things,
is
not the fact that I just eliminated all
WWE
5
champion.
people.
I don't believe it, Cole. Maybe sometimes cheaters do win.
This match was set up specifically for Jericho to fail. This is an unbelievable result.
It's Chris Jericho's night, but now he will see what it's like to go from the hunter to the hunted.
I'm gonna say it would have been a really nice tip to the player for them to have put a special commentary line in about the fact that he eliminated everyone. I think that would have been a really nice touch, and it is lame that they didn't even think to do that. But what would you expect from THQ? Makers of Game Boy Advance classics such as Elf for the Game Boy Advance. Okay. I'll just see what happens backstage, I guess. Am I wearing it? Hell yeah, I'm wearing it. Oh, I can't spin it back here. Lame. Hey, Cody.
Beat it.
Beat it. I'm the WWE champion. Mr. McMahon just sent me a private text that said I got 375
Elimination
spur.
Chamber continues. We are live from Tacoma, Washington. I think it'd be safe to say the WWE Universe is still reeling from the events of last night.
I still don't see how he did it, but you can't deny what he achieved. Chris Jericho is the new WWE Champion, and after what he went through, he deserves it.
It was a grueling match, especially for him. But as he always seems to, Chris Jericho found a way to come out on top.
Kinky. Alright, well, let's go back here and see what everybody has to say about me and my championship. Everybody? You guys want to talk about my championship win?
Looking good, ladies.
Thanks, Chris.
Of course, neither of you can hold a candle to the beauty of my WWE Championship.
Smooth.
You probably heard I won this last night
He's
at Elimination
physics,
Chamber.
though.
Yeah, we saw Chris. Way to go.
Thank you very much, Eve.
I mean, I did just win it all by myself. 1 against 5, basically.
Chris, you're probably tired.
Eh, not really.
Probably beat.
Nah.
And to that I say this. I'm cashing in my rematch clause.
It's not a briefcase, it doesn't work like
I'll
that.
see you out there, Junior.
No. No, you don't cash in
I
a
should
rematch.
stop, drop, and roll.
Would you just
Because
fuck
Santino is
off?
on fire.
I saw you get lucky. Is that what you're talking about? To be honest, I can never tell.
Lucky. Everyone knows that Santino won because he's the strongest superstar in the WWE. No. Strongest in the whole world. Women everywhere.
Guy who
are
isn't
singing
strong
joys
says
of
he's
Santino.
strong. Big funny. Big funny. Laugh very, very hard. Piss pants from hard laughter. Pants pissed through at velocious rate. I don't even know what that means. Floor flooding from excitement and piss from how hilarious that joke is always gonna be. Jobber man. Joke about being strong. Piss vomit funny. Sorry. Have I hit any point? No. I've hit no points. I guess there isn't really a whole lot more to see back here. This is actually surprisingly dead. I don't know why. I kind of figured there'd be a bunch of people being like, ugh. You got lucky, Chris, even though you pinned my ass in a minute. You got so lucky. You don't deserve my... Go away.
Get out of my face.
That's great, my dude. Alright, well, that's gonna be it for this episode then. I was really hoping I'd at least hear something interesting, but Triple H is cashing in a rematch clause. Like it's a Money in the Bank briefcase. Silly nugget. And that's gonna be it. So I'll see you next time for what I'm gonna guess is gonna be the semi-final of this series. Probably got a couple more episodes left. I thought that said Jericho versus Truth from a distance, and I was like, wait a minute. That's not right. Anyway, yeah, so see you next time. Bye-bye.